This episode's going to be a funny mix, but I still think it's going to be a good one. So get ready. Welcome back, everyone. My name is F and Bob, and you're listening to Nonsense. How's it going, everybody? How are you? Um, is your week going well? Is your weekend going well? When are you listening? Comment below when you're actually listening to this, because I don't think it matters. Um, Either way, I'm just here to check on you. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you're having fun. Either way, um, I'm gonna start this episode off fairly simply. Again, I'm getting a lot of my content from TikTok lately, and I pretty much put up no information on TikTok, which is stupid. But either way, um, I was checking out this TikTok, and it's pretty fucking hilarious to me. And it was this guy talking about just when women get into a relationship, they just develop this ability to just become unaware of their surroundings, almost in a fucking instant. And it's little things, and I can't speak for every man or in every couple, but I know for one thing, Kelly has this weird ability to sometimes just stand perfectly in the way at a grocery store. And she just really doesn't believe she does it, which is even funnier. And what I mean by that, it's let's picture an aisle. You know, you're walking straight down the aisle. You know, you're looking at the stuff on the right. Yeah, I know the video's flipped. You're looking at the stuff on the right. Um, and she typically stands just a little bit too far out away from the sides of the aisle. So when people are trying to get by, they gotta scoop all the way around. And I find myself consistently just kind of like tugging on her shirt or just kind of nudging her back, you know, back away from people's, general walking path. And she just doesn't see that as a problem. She's just like, why don't they just go around? And I'm like, in my head as a man, I see an aisle in a grocery store, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's aisle etiquette. And if you don't have it, I think everybody should develop aisle etiquette. You're walking down a grocery store aisle. There's the right side and the left side. You should be primarily focused on the right side as you're walking down. Kind of like driving. You walk down and you're just kind of hanging off to the right. And, you look up around wherever you need to get your stuff. Now, if you're on the right side, you keep your cart and your dumbass on the right side. And if there's shit on the left side, you keep your cart on the right. You kind of just walk over, grab what you need, and then come back to your cart on the right side. So that way, people who are coming the opposite way can stay on their right, your left, out of your way. Now, let's say there's a traffic jam in the aisle. If everybody follows these aisle etiquettes, if you're in the right with me, behind me, and I'm taking too long picking up something, you can now scoop in the middle of the aisle and walk in between people and then back to the right. Kind of like driving. I feel like this should be a staple. I feel like there should be things that are not, needed to be explained. But nobody seems to do any of these things. People just walk lazily up and down aisles however they feel like. And I think it's just dumb. So aisle etiquette, I feel like, should be a new thing. And I don't think anybody does it. But it just bugs me that Kelly will at times just be, waltzing around in the middle of an aisle. And I'm just like, please move out the way. People are trying to get by. And I'm just nudging her in directions. And it's simple stuff like that. This guy had an issue with his wife just, getting out of the car without checking behind her. And people just almost running her over consistently. She doesn't see it as an issue. And I'm like, well, maybe, and I mean, all of us and all dudes are probably just like, for the love of God, please look before you get out of my goddamn car, before you get out in the middle of the street and get killed. Things of that nature. Another buddy of mine, which I will leave unnamed, but if he's listening, you know who you are. I know that the first time he said he opened the door for his girlfriend was not to be a gentleman, because he knew she had the innate ability to never slowly open the door. She would open the door full speed and not think if there's a curb or something there and be smashing his door up against the curb. So he literally has developed the ability to get out and open the door for her to make sure that she's not smashing the door into shit. And it made me think, I wonder if that's how that trend got started. I wonder if open the door for your passenger, woman or whatever, was not an ability or developed to be polite or courteous or the white knight, but it was just developed because so many women were just banging up our fucking car doors. Just like his sister's getting out, banging it up against a tree or banging up against a pole, banging up against the curbs. And dudes were just like, enough. Like, sit there. I will come around and let you the fuck out of my car so you don't tear up my goddamn car again. Now, again, not speaking from personal experiences. That's never happened to me. But I feel like that's a thing that happens to most people. So, I don't know. Everyone else, comment below. What's something that your wife or girlfriend or whatever, or significant other does that you're just like, oh, God, I wish you would just not be in the way? And counterparts for the women, do the same thing if there are any female listeners anymore, because I think I'm purposely pushing you guys away. But for the female listeners, same thing. And I'm pretty sure, and let's not be basic bitch about it, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, he plays video games too much, and he pees all over the seat. Let's get past that. Let's get to something that's actually fucking annoying. Because I feel like, to a certain degree, the peeing on the seat thing should be gone and done with. If you're still peeing on the seat as an adult, you're a fucking moron. It's really not that hard to lift the seat. What I will say is that's on you to put the seat back down. If I put the seat up and don't piss on it and you can't think to look before you sit and you sink your dumb ass into the fucking toilet, that's on you, bud. You can look before you sit. So I'm going to put that one on you guys, but I will gladly lift the seat and not piss on the seat. I have some pretty decent accuracy. But yeah, let's. I would love to see the battle of the wits below. So tell me the thing that you guys do. My girlfriend just hovers around fucking aisles and shit like that, or just walking in general, where I'm just like, hey, slowly step to the side so people can get around us. I don't like being a burden. You know what I mean? It's not even me being like ignorantly too nice. It's just like, hey, just like let's not take up all the walk space. You know? So yeah, comment below. Something that your wife, girlfriend, or significant other on both ends, husband, boyfriend, just does that slightly annoys you. That's really petty, really stupid. Or something that you correct without letting them know that it's a problem. Because I think stuff like that, I've like literally just because of that TikTok, it was the first time I ever told Kelly that's the reason why I nudge her out the way sometimes. Just because I see it ahead of time. So I'm just like, why don't you just come over here? So what is the thing that you do to just move your significant other in the right direction without even letting them know? Because at least men do it and we're not petty and we won't tell you every time we correct you. We'll just do some shit to move you out the way and, just keep you safe. So comment below. Tell me what you're thinking. If you're not watching on YouTube, switch to YouTube and comment real quick on this episode. And if you don't want to, send me an email. I don't care. Just blow me up somehow. Just give me that answer to that question. I would love to know. Let's discuss. Let's have a little back and forth on this one. All right. Real quick, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be right back. I'm going to take some quick minor commercial breaks for you. Those of you on YouTube, you guys never have to worry about the commercials. That's not your problem. That's for the peons listening on Spotify. But for those of you listening on Spotify and Apple, thank you, because you're the reason why I'm getting paid. So I will catch you guys in a few seconds. See you soon. All right. And we're back. Welcome back to Nonsense. I know, quick commercial. I'm trying to keep it simple. Hopefully we got a good one though. Hopefully we got one that doesn't piss you off. Either way, so I got a fan sent question in recently, and it was a very simplistic question, and I don't know how I feel about it because this should be a very simplistic answer. For those of you who understand and don't understand, whatever. Let's just get to the question. The question was, do you ever switch out your starter Pokemon? And I'm assuming what they mean is switching them out of the lineup. No, you should never do that. What heathen takes away their starter Pokemon? That's kind of the whole point of the starter Pokemon. The starter Pokemon itself is kind of not the best Pokemon of all time anyway. It's always just your first Pokemon. I always see my starter Pokemons no different than Ash Ketchum got Pikachu. He's your best friend. That is your best friend Pokemon. That Pokemon should be riding by your side from start to finish. Should be in all the major battles, all the gym battles. You should be carrying that Pokemon, even if it's at a disadvantage. That Pokemon should be riding down with you. And now that I've kind of like put that poll out there, and I won't even say put a poll out there, but I've asked a question to just a few people. And a lot of people are switching out their Pokemon. I have no good reason why. And they're just like, well, I'm using it. Kelly says she uses it to, takes them out to train other Pokemon so everybody's at the same level. No excuse. My starter Pokemon is always my strongest Pokemon. At least in level sense. It might not be developed as the strongest Pokemon, but in level sense, it's always going to be the highest level. And then again, if there's weaker Pokemon in your lineup, you switch them to the front, then switch them back in mid-battle so they can get the extra boost of XP. which again is no longer a thing because in the last few Pokemon games they have developed a system where all the Pokemon get at least a little bit of experience points no matter what. So I don't think that's necessary anymore. So I'd never see a reason to switch out my Pokemon. I haven't played tons of Pokemon games. I'm trying to get back into Pokemon slowly, but I've never hated any of my starter Pokemon. So original series, I always play with Charmander. I think I pretty much just picked fire types all across the board. But Charmander was my original starter Pokemon. Cyndaquil was Generation 2. I took a very long break and then come back until XP pretty much, or X and Y. And what were the fucking starter Pokemon in X and Y? Because I can't remember. I remember the fucking frog. Fennekin was mine. It was a flaming dog, so I still picked the fire type. Let's take a look at list of starter Pokemon, and then we'll let you guys look in on it as well. Let's see, starter Pokemon. All right, let's flip over to there. Bam! Look at that on Bulbapedia. Oh, no, you can stay over here. So yeah, Kanto region, first gen, Charmander was always my favorite. Mostly because I couldn't wait to get to Charizard. Charmander and Charizard were always my favorite. I wasn't a big fan of Charmeleon. Everybody loves Pikachu. So understandable. When you were able to get Pikachu, you got Pikachu. After that was Cyndaquil. Yeah. I definitely remember playing with Chikorita at one point in Total Dive, but Cyndaquil was always my favorite. So I skipped this generation, and I think when I did end up playing like Omega Ruby and Omega Sapphire, I switched to Mudkip. So that was my first water type Pokemon, just to break the cycle. And plus, everybody likes Torchic, so I wasn't gonna do Torchic. This was the one generation where I was kind of in peril because I didn't know which one to choose. I think I ended up choosing Piplup, but I was a big fan of Chimchar as well. I don't think I ever picked grass types. Legends Arceus is going to be the next generation, which I cannot wait for. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick Cyndaquil again, but I'm also a big fan of Oshawott. So that's going to be the harder one to pick again. I'm not sure, but I haven't had a good game with Cyndaquil anytime soon. So I might do that. I might pick Oshawott, but I really want to keep it to Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is one of my favorites. I did play Black and White, and I think I still picked Tepig, just because I loved Ash's Tepig, because he just used to whine and bitch consistently. The Kalos region from X and Y, I definitely picked Fennekin. I knew everybody liked Greninja, so I was like, I'm going to do something different. So I ended up picking Fennekin. For the Sun and Moon series, I think I went Litten just because, fire type. I typically always pick fire type, but I do remember liking Rowlet a little bit, which was the grass owl type. The only one I actually didn't like was the water type. The water type seemed kind of useless. And again, I always just pick them on looks. I never pick them on what's good or what's best for the system or what gets me wherever I need to be. It's just whatever's convenient and what looks cool. And then Sword and Shield, I went Squirrel Bunny once again because Squirrel Bunny looked the coolest when he evolved. Evolved version of Squirrel Bunny was the coolest. So I definitely really liked Raboot because he was just chilling. I wish they had better photos of Raboot. Look at him. This motherfucker just sitting here in a fucking hoodie and shit. It was dope as hell. He used to just walk around with his hands in his pocket. His little floof there was just his hands in his pockets. It was really cool. So I was a big fan of that one when I first seen him. So I definitely picked him. So yeah, no, I didn't really pick based on stats or anything like that. I was just picked on what looked cool, and most of the time it was just what was the fire type. So I really didn't care past that. But again, the point being is who takes out their starter Pokemon? You ride or die with your starter Pokemon. That is your best friend. You treat your Pokemon like your best friend. If nothing else was taught to me from the cartoon series, is your Pokemon should be your friends. They're not tools. They're not animals for combat. They're your friends, and you pick your friends properly. And if you don't like what your friends look like, then you stick them in a computer and never talk to them again like Facebook friends. But yeah, no, it just bugged me. It bugged me that that was a question. I don't think I've ever taken out a starter Pokemon. And even then, in the X and Y series, when they gave me, I had Fennekin, and then they gave you your second set starter Pokemon. I immediately picked Charizard, and I was rolling with both of them. I could care less. Both of them say them two fire types. They literally give you two chances to pick two major different element Pokemon. I picked two fire types, and I rolled with them the whole way through. I definitely used Fennekin less towards the end, but still rolled with me from start to finish. It was my friend Pokemon. So yeah, I would like to hear everybody else's choices below. Tell me your favorite starter Pokemon, and tell me if you actually take your Pokemon out of the lineup, because I feel like you shouldn't. But I'd like to hear everybody else's opinion. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you do? What's your favorite Pokemon in general too? So yeah, let me know below. And with that, I will take another quick commercial break, and then I will probably wrap up this podcast. This one's going to be a short one because I don't have a lot of time, and I got other things to do. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. See you soon. All right, and we are back. Welcome back to Nonsense Podcast. I'm still your host. I haven't changed. I changed hats. I changed hats for this episode, but I have not changed myself. I am the effing Bob. I'm the effing Bob Master. I am the host with the mostest. The hostess with the mostest. Either way, so I have been slightly trying to take care of myself a little bit better with the dieting and food and whatnot, because I'm starting to learn the shit that's in food, and I advise. I'm not gonna say I advise everybody because I'm still a fat dude, but I definitely advise people to cook more. I enjoy cooking. I know cooked food is always going to be better than store-bought and fast food. And I definitely implore people to know what they are eating. I have seriously sworn off of McDonald's something serious now because I know that McDonald's is garbage. I've seen multiple videos of people trying to, you know, like showing that McDonald's doesn't even disintegrate in your stomach acid that well. It just turns into sludge. Like, it's gross. It's not real food. I don't know what's in McDonald's, but I know it ain't real, whatever it is. And the sad fact is they're starting to promote some of their food as now 100% real. And it's just like, what the fuck was it before? Like, I used to consistently eat quarter pounders, and now they're advertising quarter pounders as 100% real beef. And I'm like, what the fuck was I eating beforehand? Was it not beef before? Like, what did you slip into my shit? So it's a weird thing. And it got me wondering, because now I keep hearing, especially with video game companies and whatnot, and media in general, just companies that buy other companies. And then I was kind of just curious, because certain things you see closer together than others, and things that you never see closer together. So I found a chart, because I found out that multiple companies own other fast food companies. So let's take a look at this. Wait. This. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. For the people who are watching on video, that was just a Freudian fuck up. So let's take a look at this list right here. It shows that everything, like companies that own certain fast food companies. Some of these make sense, and some of these I had no clue. So, like Yum Brands. Yum Brands owning KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. Makes perfect sense, because how many times have you seen a KFC Taco Bell combination, or a KFC Pizza Hut combination, or a Pizza Hut Taco Bell combination? Like, all of these things were connected to each other quite consistently. And another thing that I seen, and the whole reason of this conversation, was that company was also paired up with Long John Silver's. And a lot of people used to ask, how the fuck does Long John Silver stay in business? That's how they stay in business. I had no idea, like, who the fuck is keeping Long John Silver's in business? Apparently KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. So you're just supplying all these companies to stay in business. Another interesting one was Popeyes, Burger King, and Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, for those of you who don't know, is pretty much just only based in Canada, and they serve coffee. That's their Dunkin' Donuts. It's Tim Hortons. I hear it's good. I've never had it. I did watch an episode of Markiplier, a pretty popular YouTuber, pretty much just rate and review all of Tim Hortons products. Seemed pretty delicious. There was really no complaints. If you're in Canada, stop by Hortons. But just weirdly enough, I was not expecting Burger King and Popeyes to be together, because I absolutely hate Burger King with a passion, and Popeyes is hands down my favorite chicken spot. So I don't know how they're anywhere near remotely considered like together. Another interesting one was Inspire Brands. which is still based off of Rorick Capital. But Inspire Brands is Sonic, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Arby's. And these are all companies that I feel like have slowly just tanked over years. Like, there's no quality coming from these products whatsoever. And if I'm not mistaken, Inspire recently acquiesced all of these companies. So they just all pretty much shit the bed at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, because I've never seen anybody or known anybody that likes Arby's. Arby's is shit food. Arby's should never even exist. All their food's bad. The most I've ever seen anybody defend is maybe their curly fries, and I think their curly fries are garbage. They're not even top 5 of fast food fries that I'll ever eat. So Arby's is shit food. Buffalo Wild Wings is definitely over the years taking a turn for the worse. The only thing that really keeps them in business is their spicy wing challenges, but their food and service has been slowly just shitting the bed over years. And Sonic, I used to 100% defend that they had no bad item on the menu. But the more I go to Sonic, the more I'm just like, everything is garbage. Everything is just tanking slowly. It used to be delicious. Everything was great. They had super good deals all throughout the day. They serve breakfast all day, every day, no problem. You can get a slushie, you can get ice cream, you can get whatever the fuck you want from that place. And everything was really good. And then slowly, just the food was just not quality anymore. So I just found that kind of weird. And if I'm not mistaken, that was also Dunkin' Donuts as well. But Dunkin' Donuts split off from that company as well. So I thought that was slightly interesting. And Dunkin' had taken, I wouldn't say a turn for the worse, but it definitely was climbing downhill for a long time until they just kind of recently tried to bounce their way back up. So kind of weird. Focus Brands pretty much is just all your mall food all in one place. Annie Ann's, Cinnabons, McAllister's, Carvel, Jamba Juices, just all mall-based bullshit. You're not eating real food. You're just getting bullshit. Now Jab Holdings Company, owning Panera Brand, Audubon, I don't know how you spell it. I know that place. Krispy Kremes is just like you're slightly better than average places. You know, you could get a donut from anywhere, but everybody knows Krispy Kreme donuts taste better. You can get a sandwich from anywhere, but Panera Bread sandwiches apparently are just better than others, and they're made with a little bit of love and care. So I find that fairly weird. Darden Company with Outback and Longhorn Steakhouse and a couple other, like, just, not real places to eat authentic food, but you're not really complaining, you know what I mean? Sun Capital with Boston Market, Bar Louie's, and shit like that. And it's just like, dude, I didn't know all these companies were owned by, like, a big umbrella companies, which I just thought was kind of interesting. But then I was looking at this list, and I'm just like, some of these places are missing. And then I looked at this one. It's just like a rabbit hole of weird shit. McDonald's not only wasn't owned by an umbrella company, they were their own thing, and they owned other companies. So they used to own, until 2003, Domino's Pizza. Thank fuck God they let go of Domino's Pizza, because Domino's was shit forever, and now they're actually almost edible. So thank God for Domino's going away from them. Chipotle was owned by McDonald's. Never knew that. They managed to cook food in Chipotle. So what the fuck? I didn't know they owned Redbox until 2009, which is extremely impressive. Boston Market, Krispy Kreme. They own Krispy Kreme until a shutdown, which, I mean, I still see Krispy Kremes to this day. So I don't know. And based on this other list, Krispy Kreme is owned by Jab Holdings. So I don't know if this is old or new. So I'm fairly confused on this one, but it's just like a weird rabbit hole. McDonald's Tech Labs, like, the fuck, Ronald McDonald House, which is their bullshit fucking charity system that kicks out kids with COVID. I just thought I'd throw that in there real quick. Ronald McDonald is evicting kids with COVID. Just in case you're wondering if you should send your money to St. Jude's this month or not. Yeah, let's keep it with St. Jude's, because McDonald's is a piece of shit. Then I'm looking at Dunkin' Brands, because apparently Dunkin' Brands is its own thing now. And that was just recently in October. And Dunkin' Brands announced it would be acquired by... Oh, no, it's just been acquired by Inspire Brands. Oh, so now they're part of the Inspire Brands with everything else, which is here. So now Dunkin's now recently a part of this brand of failing companies. So that's pretty nuts. I didn't know that shit. It's just weird as fuck. And then just looked up Long John Silver's used to be a part of fucking Yum Brands, but now they sold Long John Silver's away, so now Long John Silver's is their own branch company, which means it's pretty much going to fail at this point. So, for those of you who are wondering why Long John Silver's is still around, it ain't going to be around too much longer because they're not going to be held up by Yum Brand too much longer. But yeah, there you go. So this is what I call the rabbit hole of fucking fast food, because I asked a simple question, and I think one other person was like, "How is some of these restaurants still holding up?" This is how. You look at it. So much shit that's keeping all of these companies afloat. So yeah, I find it slightly weird. It's incredible. That's how this works. And if I'm not mistaken, McDonald's is considered a real estate company. They're not even considered a fast food chain. Like, they market themselves as real estate. They're just buying up locations and sticking a restaurant wherever they can. If they just spent a few minutes on their fucking food, it might be actually good. For those of you who are in the Midwest, just don't go to McDonald's. There's Culver's everywhere. Let's bump Culver's back up, man. Culver's is actually good food, and they try and make your food. Five Guys is nah, but Culver's, man. Culver's is actual good food, and let's force them to bring back cheese curd fucking burgers, because I thought that was a great idea, and I just never got it. It was an April Fool's thing last year, and they actually just put fried cheese curds on a fucking cheeseburger, and that sounds delicious. I don't see why they would even remotely consider getting rid of that. That is absolutely delicious. Jesus Christ, talking about all that shit made me fucking hungry, dude. And all of this kind of came up just because somebody in the comments asked, what was my favorite fast food restaurant? And sadly enough, right now, I'm completely off fast food as much as I humanly possibly can. But, to answer the question a little more honestly, I do truly enjoy, I think Chipotle is very good. I don't know if they're considered fast food, because it's mostly real food. I think. I have no idea. But I see them cooking actual food back there. So I feel like Chipotle is real food. But Chipotle is good. I know it's not authentic Mexican or anything like that, but it's not bad. Chipotle is good. White Castle is pretty good. I didn't even see White Castle on that list anywhere either. I wonder who owns White Castle. But yeah, White Castle's not bad. I just don't fuck with the big three. And Chick-fil-A, honestly, if we're going like pure fast food, Chick-fil-A probably heads the list for just like fast food grab and go sandwich type shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're pretty much up there. Them and Chipotle. I would say Chick-fil-A and Chipotle are my top two. And I probably put Chick-fil-A. I probably put Chipotle over Chick-fil-A, just for the simple fact I have an option for something that's quick and on the go. But if I want to sit down and have something that resembles a meal, I can do that. So I think Chipotle is up there. But if we're going like legit fast food drive-through, then it would be Chipotle right after. Just because their chicken's good. I have no problem with their food. It's the number 2 chicken sandwich, because I still feel like the McChicken's number 1. But since I'm swearing off of McDonald's, number 2 is Chick-fil-A. It's plain and simple. They just need to be a little less creepy, because I don't need you to be, my pleasure, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And funny story about Chick-fil-A. Again, watching some videos on YouTube and TikTok. This dude who was unable to speak, he uses sign language, goes to a Chick-fil-A, and they were just like, "Oh shit, we don't know how to speak sign language." And they ran out and go get a clipboard with paper so he could make his order. And literally the video of that, it just reminded me of the video of the guy that I made fun of before, where he goes to a drive-through line and he can't speak or can't hear or something like that. And he's mad at them for, not compensating him. And again, even with this guy, I understand that Chipotle is super nice and they're going to do whatever it takes to help you and make sure that you're happy and healthy. But again, you were able to make a video. You were able to make a TikTok or a YouTube short or whatever it was that I was watching. You don't have the ability to download an app? McDonald's has an app. Chick-fil-A has an app. Every restaurant known to man has an app. And you can order with that app. And you can just roll up and say, "Picking up order for this." Even if you can't speak, you can just go to one of the drive stop lanes where they will come out and bring you your food. And you don't have to say a word to anybody. You don't have to push off your disability on other people. And I understand that people should try and accommodate you where possible. They did. It's called a fucking app. You don't have to talk to anybody. Stop being a goddamn prick and just be like, I can't do what everybody else does, so help me. It's like, no, dude, download the app. Place your order. Go sit in your car and get that shit delivered to you. It's real fucking simple. If you can't speak, just have a button, dude. Like, have a button that says, like, hey, I'm unable to speak. I'll roll up and give you a piece of paper with my order or something, you know? Like, there's shit for that. They have fucking apps on your phone that are, like, you know, typed to speech. Like, just try your best not to be an asshole. Like, there's shit that helps you, and you choose not to be useful in this world. You choose to be a dickhead and useless and, like, oh, accommodate to me. Now, why don't you accommodate to the rest of the fucking world, man? If you can't talk and you're using sign language, I get it. It's difficult. But that's not the only option in the world. They have text-to-speech devices. Your phone has text-to-speech shit on it. You have apps to order shit whenever you need to. You can literally survive this world without being able to talk. And to fucking prove it, I'll do it my damn self. Because I already do it my damn self. I've survived multiple days without talking to people. And if you don't believe me, I can go to a McDonald's or anybody's fucking fast food restaurant, use my app, not say a word to anybody, and get my goddamn food. I can go to stores and self-checkout and never talk to any goddamn body. It's not fucking difficult. If you need to talk to somebody and you can't, you know, you should carry your own fucking sheet of paper around. Why do I have to give you a goddamn sheet of paper? Carry your own fucking sheet of paper around. You know that people are gonna not be able to talk to you or some shit like that. Carry your own fucking sheet of paper around and have your shit ready. Why the fuck are you right? This asshole wrote his order in the Chick-fil-A line. Like, go fuck yourself. You knew what you're gonna get before you got there. Write that shit on a piece of paper before you show up and hand that shit to him. Keep the goddamn line moving. Get your decrepit, disabled ass out of the goddamn line. If you don't know what the fuck you want from Chick-fil-A, they sell chicken. That's it. Sandwich? No sandwich. Nuggets? Salad? That's it. It's chicken. Get the fuck out of the line, you stupid, disabled prick. Stupid fuck. That actually pisses me off. Then everybody's looking for somebody to take care of them and cater to them. And I'm sorry, I was not supposed to be getting... I get heated over this shit. But it honestly bugs the living shit out of me. Take your disabled ass and get out of the goddamn line. They have fucking... McDonald's has a big-ass touchscreen in the restaurant where you can just go beep, boop, bop, and they order shit. You don't have to talk to anybody. They have an app. You don't have to talk to anybody. Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Burger King, all have apps. You don't have to say a word to anybody anymore. You can just order food. Like, I don't know why everybody's just so adamant on being just useless at a drive-thru. Fuck off. Go inside if you can. Or just use the goddamn app. Super easy. Like, I don't know why everybody's just going out of their way to be a prick. Like, go fuck yourself. So, before I get any more heated in this episode, I will end it now. So, thank you guys for listening. I know this is a short one, but I have other stuff to do and more podcasts and stuff to work on. So, if you like this one, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, why don't you click the subscribe button, subscribe, maybe leave me a thumbs up if you don't mind, comment. Comments help. I gave you many things to comment about because I actually want to know. And for everyone else, make sure you comment, like, subscribe anywhere where you can. Comment or leave me an email. The email's right in the description of every episode. Check out the link tree to, just in case if you're not listening the way you want to listen to, I am available everywhere humanly possible. So listen comfortably, listen happily, and share with your friends. And don't forget, the merch is available on Teespring. Please buy whatever you can. And for sure, make sure you buy the Danny Says merch, because I love the Danny Says merch. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, buy whatever you want. And coolly enough, if you want to, why don't you, when you buy some of the merchandise, when you get a chance to buy some of the merchandise, send me something on Facebook so I can see it. I want to see you guys rocking the merch, man. It'll be pretty cool. Either way, I appreciate everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. And I will catch you guys next episode. Peace and see you.